Hello everyone, as promised, this is the second part or part 2 of my video, how to open a business account with Navyfederal. If this is your first time finding this video, make sure you also watch part 1 of the video, as that one really details the whole process of how I did it. This video is just about what's going on in the sidelines when you apply for the Navyfederal credit union business account, as there are things that the bank really considers when they look at your business and how they're going to approve you. So hopefully this will give you an idea of those things and just be aware of it. And if you have any questions or need help with any of this, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'd be more than happy to help you out within my knowledge. And if I don't know the answer, we will both find that answer somewhere, okay? To part 1 of this video, that will really give you a lot of details about how my journey was with opening that account. Okay, just an overview of how my company was by the time I set up an account with Navyfederal. However, I was already with 2 banks at that time, and in both banks, it was a lot easier process. They did not really need a whole lot of things except the articles of incorporation from the Secretary of State, a certificate of good standing, the letter from the IRS indicating your EIN, or your employer identification number, and your ID, which is your driver's license. At the time of my application with Navyfederal, I was more or less a little bit more set up for my company. And of course, that is from learning from all the tutorials and informative videos here on YouTube itself. So I got a virtual office, and this was with GOBIZ. And that included business phone numbers, a toll-free number, a fax number, and a landline. And the cool thing is that it includes a voice answering service, where when people call you on your business phone, they actually answer with there is a receptionist that answers with your company's name. If you get phone calls during non-business hours, they actually forward that voicemail over to your email, which you have set up with your account. All your business mail will also go to that virtual office. In my case, it goes directly to a physical building, but because I am a little bit far away from there, I requested a service wherein they would collect all my mail every week, and they would mail that over to me, just regular mail. I think it's not even priority mail, but I just have to pay an extra $25 for that, specific service for that office. Oh, I forgot to mention, the virtual office cost me about $99 a month, and that includes all those services that is included. So anyway, setting up the corporation in Florida, an LLC, cost me about $130, and just an extra $5 for the certificate of good standing, which I did not even know that would come in very handy when you do applications, with certain institutions. So the articles of incorporation is already included, and this is very important when you open business accounts in banks, because they would check that out. But most of the time, they can also check that online, because when you are already registered as an LLC, people would be able to search for your name, and it would come out, and they can access your articles of incorporation at the same time. The employer identification number, or the EIN, was pretty much very easy to get. Once I registered my LLC, my company, with the Secretary of State, when it came back, it actually had a link to directly connect you to the IRS website where you can get your EIN, and that really did not take very long. It was very quick, and you can print it out right away. They send you a PDF file which you can print out. So it was pretty easy. Now, just to recap on the virtual office, on my subscription, I signed up for the GOBIZ virtual offices, and what happens is they will give you different addresses where you are, and you can pick and choose which address you want. Now, the service includes a phone, fax, and a toll-free number, but this is with a $99 a month subscription. But I chose that plan because it has an additional feature of reporting to the business credit bureaus as a trade line. So that was really my incentive why I went for the $99 a month subscription. And this included an answering service where when people call your business number, the receptionist would actually answer the phone on your business name. So that's pretty cool. It just makes you legit and, really very business-like. Now, if you have calls after office hours, the voicemail goes directly to your email. So you can access that right on your email. So you wouldn't miss a call at all. And as far as mails, business mails go directly to that physical office, and I just requested for an additional service where they would collect all my mail in a week, and they would deliver that to me. They would also put that in an envelope and mail it to me, so I have to pay the postage, but the service alone is an extra additional $25. But that has been so convenient because that was how I received most of my business credit cards and debit cards. If you have an important mail that would come, they would also notify you, or you could also check in every day just to ask, if you had any mail, what it is. They can even scan it and let you see what they are. So I think that's really worth the price for having that kind of service. And this is GOBIZ Virtual Offices, the service that I use for a virtual office. And the reason why I got a virtual office for my business, despite really being in a location where we provide services to patients, is that we are inside an orthopedic surgeon's office. And I noticed that we were losing a lot of mail because it gets mixed up with their mail, and that was a big headache for me when I started. So I decided to just make sure that we got our own virtual office because the mail were very important. I was losing a lot of the important ones, so that taught me a lesson. Just to summarize what this specific subscription provides, anyway, just a heads up and a disclaimer. I am not an affiliate of this office, so I don't receive any compensation for featuring them here. But because all my videos are based on my own personal experience, that's why I had to mention them here. The next thing I did was I needed a website, and I came across this website called nohasslewebsite.com, and they would provide you with a ready-made website for only $99, but it's just like a template. You still have to do your own filling out everything. They will send you instructions, and their customer support was amazing. And knowing that me, without a lot of technical knowledge of making a website, I was actually able to make one that was decent enough for people to refer to, especially lenders or people who's just wanting to see how legit your business is. So that really came in handy. I did have to purchase my own domain before they would make that for you. I think they're based in Canada. So the GoDaddy domain name, I picked that one myself. I think was about either $11 with some additional features to it. So about $15, I would say. One thing I learned that banks do look at is your business's NAICS code and the SIC code. NAICS code, or the NAICS code, is just the abbreviation for the North American Industry Classification System. This is a system where businesses are classified based on their trade or industry and what they do. And it's very tricky to look for a specific code that is really appropriate for your business. So pay attention when you do try to get this code, because it will affect how lenders and institutions will look at your industry or your business. SIC code, on the other hand, basically just stands for the Standard Industrial Classification, which I feel when I was doing mine, it is more in-depth into describing what you really do. So it's more like a description of your industry. But there's so many classification that your business can possibly fall into. But this is also significant that you spend time really looking for the appropriate one for your business, because lenders would be able to classify you as a high-risk business based on these two very important codes. And these two codes are also important with the credit bureaus, the business credit reporting bureaus, Experian Business, Dun & Bradstreet, and all the rest of them. So I also learned about that. Now, this is my classification of my business on Experian, which I'm excited to tell you that it is only today that I was able to check my Experian business credit report, and I will also be sharing that in a video, because that's the first time that I was ever able to look at my business profile. And I was excited because just with a few trade lines, I actually fell under a low-risk category. Lastly, thank you again for watching this video to the very end. And for my subscribers and my would-be subscribers, I just want to let you know I appreciate you very much. And it is you who inspired me to make these videos, no matter how inexperienced I am with doing videos. But I just felt that there is so much information that needs to be shared, and I don't want to keep it to myself, just knowing that it has helped me so much. So again, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also share this information. I'd appreciate that very much. And have a very great day.